Are you looking to do a PhD or a master's by research in Australia? This opportunity is definitely one to check out because you do not need an agent to apply, there is no application fee, and you do not need to look for a supervisor or get the approval of a supervisor before submitting your expression of interest. Before we get into today's opportunity, if you need help with your CV, your study abroad application, or finding the right opportunities, or even need your personal statement reviewed, Opportunity Nanny Store is now live. All you have to do is just visit the store here, click on the link in the description box, and then you can book any of our services. Now let's get back into the video. Now today we are going to be looking at the Australian Government Research Training Program Scheme. Now this is a scholarship that is going to be covering your tuition fee. You are going to be getting a monthly stipend for the duration of your course. Now, for the 2026 rate, it is 36,862 Australian dollars per year. You may also be eligible for course related to the research degree at this university. We have other ancillary costs like your allowance, your overseas health insurance scheme for international students. You may also get allowances for printing of your thesis, academic publication. You may also be eligible for other allowances like relocation costs to undertake your research degree. So all of this is open for this university. To apply, it is very easy. In 10 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to apply for this scholarship, and you could even do it immediately you finish watching this video. Now, this scholarship is being offered at the University of Notre Dame in Australia. And we also have other scholarships like the Notre Dame Transformative Research HGR Scholarship. Now, this scholarship, you are going to be getting the research training program. So everything I just mentioned, the research training program stipend. So the stipend I just mentioned of 36,000 Australian dollars. And they are also going to be adding an extra 10,000 Australian dollars per year. So it's going to be a total of 46,000 per annum. And this Notre Dame Transformative Research HGR Scholarship is for those that want to undertake study in ethics of AI. So I already showed you down. If you are interested in ethics of AI, these are the possible research topics that you can write about. Now, the application process differs a bit from the standard application process I'm going to be showing you right now. You are still going to submit through the expression of interest. The only thing is that for this application, you will need to contact the proposed supervisory team, and their email is already found here. So just click on proposed supervisory team just to discuss your project proposal. Then they will now be able to follow up with your application process, and then you can submit an expression of interest. Do you understand? Now let's go back to, you can also check out other scholarship if you're interested in right here. So let's go back and see how to apply for our RTP scholarship. Now, to apply for the scholarship, you just click down on the drop down menu. Now, the scholarship is currently open, and you are going to be starting in semester 1 2027. So you will be starting around February or March of 2027, and the deadline for this scholarship is 28 August 2026. Now, if you are applying, you must go through the expression of interest process. After you have submitted your expression of interest, you may now be invited to apply. So if they look at your expression of interest and they see that, okay, your search area of interest, your credentials, they are interested in it, they will now invite you to apply. And then when they invite you to apply, you will now make sure that you apply before the deadline. Now, how do they select this? Selection process is competitive and is based on the quality of your academic performance, evidence of research capability, relevant professional experience, quality of the research project, alignment with the university research plan and transformative research team. Now, what we'll do is once you're ready to apply, we'll click on expression of interest form here. Once you click on the expression of interest form, you can open it. Now, this is the expression of interest form, right? Before we visit the higher degree by research to come and check out the degrees that they offer, the courses they offer, I'm just going to be showing you how to apply for this quickly. So this is the form. This is what it looks like. You will just enter the school you are interested in applying for. I'm going to be showing you how to check the department, the school, and the research degree. You are going to be checking the faculty. You're going to be checking the research degree you're interested in, the area of research, intended campus. So do you want to study at Sydney campus, Fremantle campus, or Broome? Whichever, you can check that out. The year and semester you're starting, you're going to be putting 2027 and you're going to be putting semester 1. Your personal details, you're going to be entering that. Have you previously studied at this university? If yes, enter your student ID. and other information. Then your qualifications. So your qualifications are your previous academic degree. So do you have a BSc, an MSc, what institution and location, major area of study, and the year you completed it. Now you're also going to be putting your English language proficiency. You can check that out at the link. But if English is your first language, or in the past 5 years you have completed a degree in an English approved country, or English is your second language but you have an English language test, you can pick that out. So for Nigerians, you can pick out English is your first language. Now when they reach the part 4, are you interested in applying for a scholarship? Please make sure you tick yes, and your intended load should be full time. Then you have to answer these questions about your previous research and professional experience, your research interest or area. So this is where you talk about which project are you interested in doing. Do you understand? Now they say if you have already discussed your research idea with a potential supervisor, or you have someone specific in mind to supervise your projects, use this section to name them. Now other relevant details. Is there any other details you want to submit your expression of interest? And then you need to upload your CV and your transcripts. Then click on this declaration, click on I agree, and then you submit, and that's all for your expression of interest. When you submit this, they will now look through it and they will now get back to you. You see if they invite you to apply or not. Now how do you check for the degrees you are interested in so that you can know how to fill that up? You click on higher degrees by research admission. Once you click on that, it's going to take you to this page. Now on this page, you're going to explore their programs. You see I've already filtered it. Put I am an international student and I am looking for a research degree. You can see the courses that they offer. We have doctor, this is a PhD in business administration, a PhD in counseling. There's also master of research if you are interested in that. So you can just scroll down and look for the master of research you're interested in. So just click on next, next, next. So I'll just be using, let's do PhD in philosophy and theology. So I'll just be clicking on that. It's a 3-year full-time course, and it is taken in Fremantle, Bromley, and Sydney. So these are the campuses being offered in. So let me just wait for it to load. So this is Doctor of Philosophy in Philosophy and Theology. If you are interested, you just look at why do you want to undertake this degree, the program summary, and the entry requirements. I always recommend that you look at the entry requirements before you fill your expression of interest form, so that you will know that if they now invite you to apply, you will know that you have what it takes and you have the relevant entry requirements to apply for it. Do you understand? So these are the entry requirements. You have to have a master of research, or appropriate to the professional field or applicant, a bachelor's degree, usually a first class or a 2-1. And this is learning outcome, what you'll be learning. You can check out, you will need minimum of 2 supervisors, mode of study, and the rest. So once you just check out the, once you see that you meet the eligibility and you're interested in this, then you can go back and fill that expression of interest form. So that's all for this scholarship. I wish you luck as you apply. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye guys.